President Biden's in trouble with Hispanics, and it's going to cost him the election. So he flew to a Mexican restaurant in Phoenix, but got distracted by a baby.
We have made so much progress together, but we know that there is still work to be done. And we know that, there's so much at stake and that Donald Trump continues to pose a threat.
Well, folks, I have to tell you straight up, I like you all, but I couldn't resist that little baby.
Biden likes babies for the smell. We know. Then Biden started begging.
You're the reason why, in large part, I beat Donald Trump. I need you. I need you badly. I need the help. Kamala and I desperately need your help.
Joe needs Latinos, but do Latinos need Joe? No. Wages and housing are down. Inflation and crime are up. Plus, the whole Joe Blue and the border is a slap in the face to Hispanics who waited in line. Biden's ignored them, made their lives worse, and panders like Speedy Gonzalez.
I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
All right.
Biden wanted to swing bats at a Trump piñata, but was talked out of it by Jill, the first ever First Lady to call Hispanics tacos. So sad. Biden didn't tell Hispanics what he'd done for them. He told them the other guy called you rapists.
It's an election between me and a guy named Trump. And this is a guy whose the way he talks about the Latino community is, in 2016 he called Latinos criminal, drug dealers, and rapists when he came down that escalator.
This dirty defamation's cliche. Sloppy, doesn't stick. The election isn't about identity and insults. It's about action and results. Spanish Democrats aren't even delivering. AOC's Queens district's in shambles thanks to the migrant crisis. Trash, illegal street vendors, hookers litter the block, and her constituents feel swindled.
She is never here. I was a volunteer for her. She completely abandoned our community. She said she only cares about Washington and her money. She said nobody loves her here anymore. She abandoned us.
Our neighborhoods were invaded and Democrats tie ICE agents' hands. Bill Melugin did a ride-along in L.A. Watch.
To the sanctuary policies, unfortunately, our detainers are not being honored. It is frustrating.
Do you guys have any presence at the jail whatsoever?
No.
And ICE blames those sanctuary policies for having to arrest this third felon of the day. He was previously convicted of trafficking meth and being a felon in possession of a gun. And ICE says he was released without notice after local authorities ignored their request to hold him. Sanctuary policy?
Sanctuary policy, detainer not honored.
Joe's bleeding Hispanics. Some would call it a bloodbath. They hate how he handles every issue. 70% of Hispanics hate Biden's immigration policy. They hate his economic policy. They're just like us. And that's the point. We all want the same things that Joe can't deliver. Trump's pitch is simple.
Hispanics, very entrepreneurial people. Yeah. They like me, I like them. I mean, I'm leading all along Texas and the Texas.
And kind of family values as well, perhaps quite important.
I think there's family values.
Christianity quite important in that community.
I think so. All of the things. Look, we're doing so well. Nobody's ever done well with the Hispanics like I've done.
Opening up the border to criminals and leeches drives Hispanics and everybody else crazy. Here's the Venezuelan welfare king gobbling up handouts and hacking the system.
To all those women that find themselves pregnant and are in Latin America, please come have your baby in the United States. And if you get married, you'll get more back in taxes. And, well, if you have 5 or 6 children, can you imagine? My daughter is American and she gave me citizenship. She pays our rent. She pays our bills. She gives us $1,500 a month since she was born. I have 6 months in the USA and I have everything you don't have. Citizenship, residency, a good car, and a good apartment.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. The Venezuelan welfare king encouraging illegals to invade American homes and squat.
Mi gente,
My people, I have thought about invading a house in the United States because I learned there's a law that says if a house is not inhabited, we can expropriate it. I think that will be my next business. Invade abandoned houses.
Biden's letting migrants break into the country and then break into your bedroom. And a judge just ruled illegals can own guns. Well, as Jill Biden calls them, fully loaded tacos.